Guys, guys, I still haven't packed yet. Let's fix that. There. That'll do it. I don't think the guys at the airport will have any questions. I think everything will be okay. Should be good. That'll do it. That way I can take it to the range. But also, if anybody in Wisconsin gets any ideas, well. In all seriousness, there's one more thing we're missing. Yeah. Okay guys, but in all seriousness, if you were actually going to bring 1911 through the airport, please for the love of God, do yourself and everybody a favor and just go through the damn legal process of getting it through. That way you can take it with you and go to the range and have fun with your friends or girlfriend or whoever you want to bring with you. Alright, we're at the next location. It is almost 4 in the morning. I got my bag packed up with all my stuff. Got my clothes, got my camera equipment, range stuff, aviation stuff, all that good stuff. Ready to go to the next location, which is gonna be the airport. So, until then.
Good morning and welcome to American Eagle Flight 640423.
Wow, a bathroom with a place to dump crap needles. And now we're making our way to the next gate to go all the way to Milwaukee. There's a bunch of American Eagles. And there's 2 of my brothers over there. I ain't never seen 2 black men work this hard. I love how our flight just started off as like, alright, you have to get there by 8:30, even though we only had 5 minutes to get to the gate. And now it's saying you have to get there by 8. And then it said you have to get there by 9. So here we are. Just checked in and now we're heading on the plane all the way to Milwaukee. Let's go.
care. I don't know what I want. Show me something here. Okay, honey, now boogie on down. Come get it up and dance with me. I want boogie. You want boogie? We want boogie on dance with me.
Anybody know what a recombobulation area is? Because I sure don't know. All right, finally made it to the rental car spot. Got our car to drive. We're gonna make it happen. Let's do it. All right, guys, so I'm in the countryside in Fond du Lac, or should I say Fond du Lac County, and I'm at the Kelly Country Creamery, but this is also a farm as well. You've got a lot of scenery, a lot of grass, and up there you've got the ice cream shop. And if any of you guys ever visit Wisconsin in the future, I highly recommend coming to this creamery. They got really good ice cream here. For my trip so far, I've got to say eating a strawberry cheesecake ice cream waffle cone in the middle of nowhere is truly beautiful. And you even have a man mowing the grass, just making the grass look clean and great out here. It's really refreshing being out here. It's always nice getting away from the big city and going to a smaller city. July 23rd. Gorgeous scenery in the air today. And we got another bogey.
Remember, guys, in life, don't forget to smile. Otherwise, I'll pop. I mean it, I'll pop.
Just parked the car and now heading all the way to the pickup spot. And where do you guys think this pickup spot might be? To the right. I love the sound of helicopters. That look like a good old Alabama school bus over there. They don't got 2 or 3 of them. Yay, buses and helicopter sounds. Woo! America, yeah. Getting in on the bus, sitting in the back, cause that's where all the cool kids sit. We sit in the back. We gotta sit in the back. Ooh, chicken, I heard chicken on the radio. Chicken sounds good. Don't say chicken around me. You know, funny enough, Oshkosh has a really big military presence here. They even have a company called Oshkosh. If that ain't crazy, I don't know what is. What a beautiful day. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. And now we have the freedom to move again. Look at that. It's a cool old sign. We're gonna have to go to the ticket booth and get our tickets, and then after that, we can go in. Let's redeem them. Just as good as last year. What to explore? So much stuff here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out the hangar stuff, because these planes will pretty much be here for the entire week. So we're not gonna really miss anything here, but I wanna see what kind of stuff the vendors have. And then later on throughout the week, then we can explore like all the planes individually and whatnot. You can kind of glance and see some stuff, but look at that. Got like 2 seaplanes over here. I mean, that one on the left is pretty massive, but the one on the right, I don't know what that is, but looks like a bush plane, if I were to call it that. I think it's more of like a fire control kind of thing. Fireballs, yeah, without a doubt. Cool. Look at that, there's a Cirrus jet, or Vision jet, or no, this is not a Vision jet. It's an Arrivee, and it has the Cirrus as the tail number, which is hilarious. Never seen that before. That's neat. What else we got? Want to see the most flamboyant looking Cirrus? Here it is. The most colorful, flamboyant, 80s style Cirrus. Neat. Ooh, look at that. We got a Pitts Special to our right. That's incredible. Kind of has like that neo-retro design on it. Digging it, digging it. Here we have a Husky. Ooh, got a Husky on the back there. A tail dragger that is definitely fabric, but look at the little Husky. It's so done with your crap. I'm done with your shit. Get out of here. Fly away from here as far as you can. Look at that, they even have merch. They got Husky merch. Lone Mountain aircraft. I honestly wonder if Sporty's is gonna be here. They're probably lurking in the shadows somewhere. Either way, we'll have to find them. Ah, Hangar D. What does Hangar D contain? We'll have to find out. We'll have to fuck around and find out, guys. This is where I take off my shades and I embrace everything from A to Z. Look at this. This is what I expected like last year. Aircraft tool supply. Look at this. They've got everything here. Wow. This is awesome. They've got everything from A to Z here. Look at all the stuff they have on display, guys. Everything from spark plug tester to engine related things, etc. Wow. Whole array of tools here. What else do they have? And here's a riveting kit that I just bought recently from them. Got it for a pretty fair deal. But here at the event, everything is 10 to 15 off, give or take. Oh, look at that. They have a cute little palm drill. This thing almost fits in the palm of my hand. Nice. You even have threaded bit sets. Which is also another handy dandy thing to have. It really does come in handy too. That's generally everything there is to see here. What an exhibit out here. They got everything from flying finance to insurance and everything galore. Amazing. Aircraft chair shop. This is one thing I'll have to note. This is pretty neat. American chair shop.
Shut up.
It's even made in the USA. I'm gonna have to get me one of these. These are comfy. SoCo swings. So yeah, throughout this entire place here, it's mainly just gonna be hydraulic doors, hangar doors, sails, some barbecue actually, believe it or not. They actually have a Traeger stand over here, which I honestly did not believe until now. So here it is. Traeger. Oh, here's some lights for the wingtips and etc. I have a simulator right there. That's neat. I just heard KFC. Someone said KFC.
There you are. I lost you and then I found you when you said KFC.
Yeah. I heard somebody say KFC and I got excited.
And I was like, oh, there you are.
They're like, oh, black man, right there. He said KFC. What is that? This looks like a death contraption that I wouldn't even consider flying. And here's all my stuff from Aircraft Tool Supply. Joysticks. Wow. Look at all this good stuff. Ooh, toolboxes. That's pretty darn neat. Storlock. Storlock. A great toolbox manufacturer. We had 100% American steel. It will last for almost pretty much a lifetime. They don't build toolboxes the way they used to, but from what I felt on these toolboxes, they feel pretty darn sturdy.
Plastic or like that.
I gotta say the top of this feels pretty darn sturdy. Anything you need, it's all right here. I'm gonna have to get me one of these. All at the fraction of the price of Snap-on. Can't beat that. Based in Kankakee, Illinois. Storlock, Storlock, Storlock. Great toolbox company. Highly recommended. Ooh, look at all the aircraft tugs. All powered by our power tools that we get at Home Depot, DeWalt or Milwaukee. And it's only 2,000 bucks. Avionics from Germany, some merch from this company called Savior. More avionics in the corner over there. And these are actually real life avionics that you would use. And they're much more responsive when it comes to adjusting the knob. Oh, look at that, we've got ICOM. It's a good company to see out here. A lot of great things out here. We even have Gulf Coast Avionics, which is a big avionics shop. I know the Pacific Coast Avionics. We've got all the headsets out here today. Yeah, we got from right to left. We have all kinds of shops here. And even better, they even have ASA all centered here. I'm going to get me a mechanic book. Let's see if they have one. They may or may not have one. Ooh, they do have it. Sweet. This is the one I've been needing. And here we have a guy who is just shaking aggressively on some wellness machine. It's almost like this guy is like tweaking. Haze Buster Glasses Shop. Here they've got a lot of great selections of glasses to choose from, polarized to non-polarized, and everything alike. Great selection of glasses for great price. This is one of the best that they sell. They also have really great glass lens aviator sunglasses, and I actually tried one of these on, and these actually fit better on my head than Ray-Bans that I purchased years ago. And I will definitely stick with these if I were to purchase one. You even have bifocals, gradient tint, modified teardrop, and etc. Guys, check this out. We are at the intersection of everything that is happening here, but look at this beautiful biplane. Nice color scheme too, and even has a wooden prop. How many planes do you see nowadays that have a wooden prop? Not that many. It's beautiful though. You got Rotax over that way, Evolution, which is another aircraft company, and you've got Lycoming all the way over there, which we will definitely check out in a little bit here. Ooh, there's even EAA tents all the way that way. And we even have a Bose Expo. That's pretty darn cool. I already have Bose headsets, but just have to take a look and see what they have on display, but we can always check it out later. What else do we have along the aisle here? We've got Acrisur, which is insurance, which I don't really need because I don't own an aircraft, so I don't need it. Covington Aircraft, never heard of them, but I'm assuming that they make, ooh, they make radials. Ooh, they've got Sporty Shop. And they have a Lightspeed tent. Ooh, let's check out the Sporties tent. We've got some books here. A lot of different kinds of shirts and whatnot and etc. They even have flight bags. Looks like these are new. And I'm sure a lot of these flight bags are on sale, so it's even better. Get a cool selection of stuff here to choose from. We even have a lot of pilot supplies. We've got some canteens here, which I might actually pick up one because it gets pretty hot. Let's see what else they have. They have iPad, knee boards. Let's see what flight bag I have. If I have one of these at home. We've got a flight cooler. That's nice. Cool flight cooler caddy. Got some Flight Outfitters gear. They've got gear mods you can attach to your keyboard or your flight bag, depending on which one you have. We've got universal mounts of all kinds. Depends on which one you're looking for. They even have a flight sim set that you can buy. $579. Could be just yours for the low price. Just kidding. All right, let's take a look at some kneeboard equipment. So you've got the special classic Sporties kneeboard. Says come in clutch. An iPad kneeboard, another iPad kneeboard, a Flight Outfitters kneeboard, another kneeboard. I should start calling these neat boards because they're pretty neat. Executive gear, small kneeboard. Pretty neat. I gotta say, compared to last year, a lot of the things that they had don't even compare to the booth that they had last year. But hey, at least they're selling stuff. What is this flashlight? Oh. So it looks like if you want to use the light, you move the switch here. Shows as such. You turn it off. You go to the center here. And then if you want to turn it on to the red light, all the way up. And I guess if you double click, while it's on, of course, you can go to the side light. But this has to be on in order to show the side light there. Pretty cool. All right, what other tools and gear do they have? They've got smartwatches on sale. Don't know if you guys can see that. It's available there. And they even got some other handheld accessories. And you go over here, they've got the flight computers for sale. They've got one for $79.99, now $69. Nice. They've got fuel testers here. They got a no splash, and they have their brand fuel tester. They've got a ginormous logbook down there and a small miniature version of that one, and IFR training cases, and they even have a manual EA6B. If you guys needed iPad accessories, they have them all right here. Walkie-talkies, etc., all along here. Not really too much to see here. You've got your in-flight adapters to record cockpit audio, and they're all on sale. Usually when they bring the Sporties 10 out here, they usually have a lot of things for sale, which is nice. Sentry devices. They have three of the main sentries here. You have the Mini, Standard, and the Sentry Plus. And there's all these specs in terms of the differences all there. Although I already used this one, but if I really needed one to upgrade to, I'd probably get that one, but way down the road, because that one is really expensive. They even have the Stratus and the Garmin. Nonetheless, I was considering wanting to get one of the cushion sets because I know at some point I probably might have to replace it because after a while it starts to go out.
Yeah.
I already have one for the A20s, but I didn't know you guys actually sell replacements for the A20, which
Yeah,
is
so
pretty
we created this like we put like a third-party option,
Yeah.
so that you don't have to spend as much, and they're just as good. Or I mean, those ones will be working a little bit better with them, but it'll save you $30 for someone that can't really afford. They already paid for the headset, and they don't want to spend that extra money.
Right.
They got a cheaper option.
Right.
But yeah, you can get the full kit, so you can get like the mic muff, headband for the 30s, so both sides, and then the mic muff, and then the ear pads as well.
neat.
Yep. And then we also have our own brand ones like that, and then the universal one with a rubber band, only $7. You get 4 that way versus 1 if you just buy like the branded one.
Cool. Thanks for showing me that. This is cool.
No problem.
Didn't even know you guys had all these accessories here because last year, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but maybe I think there was a lot more things at Ron's stand, but I guess to consolidate for more space, it's a little bit smaller. But either way, it's a lot of great stuff here.
So we have about the same stuff. We just got new stands to make it a little bit more presentable, and then we actually have everything that we had last time, but we reconfigured it to make it more walkable. It's the same amount of stands and stuff. It just we moved it around so you can kind of walk around and less bump, because we found that we had the line down the middle.
Yeah.
People were getting frustrated bumping into traffic jams. So yeah.
I figured. Anywho, thanks again for the help. What's your
You're
name?
welcome. My name's Ike.
Ike. Pleasure to meet you.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too. Great guy, great guy. Here we have the second to last things here. This is a cooling cockpit fan, so if you ever want to have a fan to cool you down in an aircraft that doesn't have a fan, you can have this little portable one for your rear passengers, although it's not very strong, but if you wanted to have that as an option, you definitely could have it. Neck pillow for your passengers, and other miscellaneous stuff. And last but not least is the headsets. There's a lot of headsets to choose from. And funny enough, Lightspeed actually just released the Zulu 4 headsets. So they're much more different compared to the older models. However, there are some new features on it that I'm not quite aware about it, but they are a very nice addition to the Lightspeed team. Armin! It's Garmin. Here's the Garmin GI 275. All the little panels here, and you can play with it. Switch between different modes with the big knob. Go backwards, and you can adjust whatever it has in a specific menu depending on what it is that you may want to do. And then to the right, we've got the audio panels. Pretty neat. You can go back, you can go to different menus, you can go to map. You can see what traffic is surrounding you, depending on what that may be. You go backwards, make a flight plan. You can see terrain, that is, if it's available. Go to nearest, and you can also go to many other menus and settings as well. All right, guys, here it is, the Cessna 172M. This is one of the older 172 models that has all the fancy high-tech Garmin equipment in there. And I gotta say, for a panel like this one, really, really amazing how they were able to cut a lot of the pieces and put all the pieces of the puzzle together in this aircraft, especially for an old aircraft like this one. I mean, it looks brand new because it's shiny and it's very clean and nice, but still an old bird. Very pretty bird, I'll say. Since we're up and close and we're here, let's take a look inside. Neat cockpit. Look at that. They even got chains to remind me where I came from. But guys, look at this. Cessna. These are actually aftermarket. I mean, look at all that. I mean, that's incredible. That takes time, precision, and just dedication, blood, sweat, and tears, and everything to make an old bird like this stand out and just look amazing. I mean, even the upholstery is great. I mean, look at this. I mean, sure, the roof is kind of old and kind of cracked a little bit, and the paint's kind of worn, but nonetheless, man, I would fly this thing. Doesn't matter if it's brand new or old. If she flies, she flies. That's all that really counts. Beautiful bird. Beautiful bird. There's a lot of other Garmin equipment that's available in there, but the one that you really won't learn more about is the G1000s, but all the other smaller stuff is more or less, I guess, available on the website. So if you guys want to check it out, just go to garmin.com and then go to the avionics page and you'll see all the good avionics that they have for sale. And as you guys can see here, I got my Sporties canteen. Just so when it gets really hot, I can put some ice in here and some water and drink up and stay hydrated. And if I ever forget anything, I have all my references right here. Look at this bird. It's got my favorite tail number, and look at those tires. Those tires are freaking massive. I could get crushed by these things in a snap. My brother or sister said I'm a legend nomad. Yay, Boeing! Woo! look at this big bird. Just kidding, she's a small bird. Look at this thing. This thing is freaking massive. As humans, we think we're so big, and really we're just small microorganisms in this whole entire universe. Look at the engine on this thing. Look at the wingspan. That's crazy. Look at that bird. Bird. This is one hell of a fighter right here. Sheesh. This thing is so sexy. Ah, so big. Look at that wingspan. Look at all those propellers and those engines. Ah! They call this the Batten, but they should call it the Batman because holy shit, this thing is freaking massive. Pepsi. And the world's busiest control tower. Toyota. Toyota. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Honda, brought to you by Progressive. Brought to you by Honda. Brought to you by Progressive. Man, look at all these bikes. So many bikes out today. But this is the Honda exhibit. Got a Honda Bug, more bikes. It's got Progressive on it. With more bikes and more bikes and lots of bikes. Look at this booth. Look at that, we got the Honda Jet exhibit. Honda, the power of a dream. Look at this, they even have a Honda boat. Crazy. Look at that, we even have the Ridgeline. And look at this, we have the Acura Formula One machine. That's crazy. I actually don't even know if this is a Formula One or not. I don't really know my cars like that. But you guys can let me know in the comments below what that was, because I have no idea what that was. Honda Jet store, more merch and stuff to buy. Look at that, you get your Honda Jet jacket, which is very fancy. You don't see too many stuff like that. The Honda Jet. And yes, you can actually walk inside and take a tour if you wanted to. Should we do it? I think we should. Let's take a look. Just kidding, guys. We actually can't tour the Honda Jet because we need an invitation only. That's the only way we can actually access it. But from a distance, it looks very nice. When I came here last year, there was actually a Honda Civic from the 70s, and I haven't seen one out here, but I'm assuming they're not going to have it this year. But that's okay. I still have archive footage of that, or at least a photo. Strap on! Whoa! Thrust! Thrust! Let's see how strap-on will clap me today. Whoa, they actually have sales. That's crazy. Snap-on is still clapping me, but hey, there's a discount. This is crazy. Look at all this. I've never seen a Snap-on booth here before. Look at all this stuff. A digital torque wrench for half the price? Almost half? Oh, look at this. It actually moves. And look at this big, ginormous wrench. Whoa. Freaking massive. What about the ratchet? Does it actually ratchet? It actually does. That is so cool. Wow. I never thought you guys would be at E8A. This is crazy.
Yeah, we were actually here last year too.
Really?
Yeah, last year was the first time in 20 years or so. We were real successful last year, so we're back here again.
Funny enough, I was here last year and I didn't even find it here.
Yeah, we were actually one road over.
Oh, you guys were hiding. That's why.
Yeah, we're a little bit closer to the main drag this year, so I think we got a little bit more visibility. So.
Good.
You know anything?
No, I'm just browsing around today to see what you guys have. So, yeah.
If you have any questions for any one of us, we have to help out.
Will do. Cool. This is freaking awesome. How's it going? Wow. Mobile aviation repair kit. And look at that. They even have a strap-on backpack. Look at that. They got a strap-on backpack. And you know what's crazy enough? Some of this stuff is almost damn near half off here, and some of it isn't. Snap-on's still gonna clap me. Yeah. Snap-on, 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 strap-on, and more strap-on stuff. On the truck, it's way more, but in the shop here, way less.
How y'all doing today?
Pretty good. How about you? A lot of great stuff you got here.
My brother, why are you looking at me like that? Do not stare. That is disrespectful, my brother.
Drill time. Whoa! Guys. Yeah. Guys, I don't know what to say. I'm in love with this drill. This is incredible. This is crazy. So much power and torque in a drill. All right, I do one more and then I'm done. That was, wow. The question is, do I get this one day? No idea. Either way. We'll find out.
What's your most commonly drilled for?
Well, depends. I work on aircrafts back home. I do a lot of sheet metal, depending on the project. More right rudder! More right rudder! This plane is so cool. Look at all this yellow. Airshell. Sponsored by Airshell. Swift Fuels. The fuel that we get back home at my home airport. We have Amelia here sitting under the tent. She sure is a pretty bird. Love to see it. Oh, she's a Beechcraft. She's a twin beach. Wow. Gorgeous. All right, guys, here's the AOPA tent, and here is the 182 that they are giving away for sweepstakes. I don't know if they've given it away or anything like that, but it's on display here. Beautiful aircraft. They restored it, did some paint work on it, and look at that. That is incredible. And they did a lot of work inside the cockpit, and she's gorgeous. She's an old bird, but a pretty bird. So here at Oshkosh, one of the reasons why I love this place is because not only do we get to view and see planes a lot and work with a lot of different kinds of planes, but the resources that we have available to us at our discretion, whether it be just tools that we need to do the job to get it done correctly, or just knowledge, books, or anything like that. But there's also workshops you can actually participate in. They have sheet metal workshops here, and some of the people here are playing around with riveting or just drilling holes in sheet metal, or even just riveting with the squeezers that rivet the rivets in place. We have a whole expo on that to kind of give people an idea of what mechanics do in terms of the insides and outsides of the airframe. As you can see here, they have the times for the workshops here. Although it is past 1 o'clock already, there are people who are participating, and it's actually almost 3 o'clock. But that is one option to participate in. The other workshop they have here is the fabric covering workshop. And as you can see here, a lot of people here playing with some fabric material to essentially repair the control surfaces of the airplane, such as the wings, the tail, ailerons, and the stabilator, or even the elevator, just to recreate and see what it's like to repair such flight controls. And for the fabric covering workshop, the times are essentially the same as the sheet metal workshop. Next up in line, we have the TIG welding workshop, brought to you by Lincoln Electric. A lot of the people are playing around with TIG welding to see what it's like in terms of doing some welding for, let's say, maybe exhaust or any other components that might require welding. And welding is such an underrated thing that many people don't think about, but is honestly such an important and vital part of our society and the world that we live in. Not even just for airplanes, but even for buildings and structure and etc. But it really depends on what you do in your lifetime with welding. Next is the composite workshop, and unfortunately, they're already closing up shop, and the shop is closed. The wood workshop. There's a lot of students that are working with wood, and wood can be used in aircraft that might be a tail dragger or anything that's old school from way back in the day. And the type of wood that's normally used for aircraft is actually spruce, and it's a very light type of wood. It's not too heavy, which is perfect for aircraft. And last but not least, what we're not really going to go see too much of is the gas welding shop. It's completely different compared to the TIG welding shop, but gas welding is quite an art itself, and it's definitely what I wasn't expecting to see at Oshkosh this year. Love to see it. If you guys ever get lost and come here and you don't know where the places are, they'll usually have it stamped on signs like so. Hey guys, I'm the Michelin Man. I make tires, and I'm a pretty big man. I eat a lot, and yeah. Mint, all Michelin tires. Which tire is the best? No one knows. It's all a brand game. The literal definition of the whole world in your hands. This airplane, beautiful. After coming back to Wisconsin for Oshkosh 2025, we had a great experience eating a lot of cheese and ice cream, farting a lot, and enjoying many types of aircraft soar over the sky. Another unforgettable experience that will last a lifetime. After seeing the yellow airplane with the angry husky, we met the Mad Custom Cubs crew from Canada, and they were great people to chat with. They specialize in getting hands-on with bush planes and also fly backcountry, which the link for their channel will be down below. Storelock, the toolbox company team we got to see at Oshkosh, was also great to chat with and were super friendly, and even had great products for sale during the event. But I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed my perspective and experience going to Oshkosh 2025, and encourage you all to take the time to visit in your lifetime with your friends, family, or even a solo trip. Feel free to let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see in the future, and until next time, just fart a little.